Okay, so the chainsaw decided it was not going to run very well. It's been probably 20 years. So we're going to rebuild the Walbro carburetor. So we got the correct kit, because you don't want to mess around with cheap junk. We took the carburetor apart. We put it in one of those gallon cans of solvent with the little that comes with a little basket. I'll show you that here in a second. Let it soak for 30 minutes like the can says. Rinsed it all off with water. Then we put it inside our ultrasonic cleaner with Simple Green and ran it through there twice. This is the carb cleaner. This stuff is great. It's got a little basket in there. You put the parts in it and then put the lid back on it and let it soak. We put all our parts in this parts kit just to keep them organized while we clean the carburetor. And all new parts, all the old parts are over here. The new parts are in here. And all the new gaskets and valve plates, or whatever they call them, they're in here. After the ultrasonic cleaner job, we are letting them dry. We rinsed them off really good. And even after the parts cleaner, the ultrasonic cleaner, there was little tiny particulate matter in the ultrasonic cleaner, so we got even more stuff out. Okay, so the first thing on are these three parts. There's two little dowel pins right here. And we need this guy. Let's see if we can do this with one hand. Let's hold the phone with that hand. We gotta put this guy on here. Okay, I need a tripod or something. We're gonna put this guy on here, and the little tabs don't line up because the other ones didn't. The little tabs that stick outside the case, they're kind of like they're staggered slightly, and I think that's intentional. Just gonna make sure you get them on the right way. Okay. These make little valves here, right? And there's one big screw in the center. So what we want to do now is figure out how to set this phone on something. Okay, it goes on just like that. Then there's one screw in the center, right here. This is hard to do, viewing through the camera. Okay, we're going to tighten it up here in a minute. Okay. Then this side we have to reinstall the little shaft with the little needle valve in it, which replaces, in the old carburetors, replaces the float. The float is actually this diaphragm that's in here, that diaphragm. That's actually what replaces a float in a traditional carburetor. Then we have the gadget there, so we didn't change the press-in filter because it's actually perfectly clean. Okay, the little spring goes on there. I don't think I can do this with one hand, so we're going to put it together, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, the little dude's in. Little springs under there. The screw holds the shaft in. Just like that. Okay. So that's how that goes. Now we got to assemble this other half here. Okay, so the gasket goes on. Then the little diaphragm thing goes on. This is difficult with not having 3 hands. And then the cover. And then we got to tighten everything up. So let me pause this for a second here. Okay, then we put it on there. Just like that. This goes on a Stihl 029 chainsaw. Best tool ever is a chainsaw.